Hello guys, I am here. I just want to shut the air off. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi Susan and Shelly, Brian, Vicky, Joy, and Carla. Hope everybody's having a good night, day. So we got cut off last week because of my internet. Never came back on till 2 in the morning. So if I would have said hang on, we'd have been sitting here all night. All right. So, hello Linda. Hi Kathy. Hi Catherine. Angie. So this was the one I was working on when we were so rudely interrupted. Came out really pretty. I can't wait to see this with resin on it. So I will be making some more of these, but not on a tutorial Thursday because that ship has sailed. But I might do a video on these. A premiere or something. Making more. I have to cut some more snowflakes out. And these were the ones that, if you missed it last week, these were the ones that we put the gold leaf and silver leaf on. Alright. And if you caught my premiere on Saturday, you saw me make these. Super cool. So I'm going to give these a sand and get some resin on those and see how they come out. When I look at them from here, I see purple. You guys see the green, purple, but I got some more of the color shifting pigments, powders. So I'm going to be making a bunch of those. Yeah, whatever, Brian. So I got one color for Brian. It's called Crocodile Tears. It's really green. But that'll be on another, we're going to be doing those for the month of November, so. Or October, I'm sorry. So tonight we are going to pour on these, just green, getting them ready for resin and some gold. We'll do some gold stuff on that. But tonight I just want to get the green on, and it's going to be different shades of green. Probably 4 different greens. So we'll get those done, and then we're going to bloom on these stars tonight. So that will be fun too. Alright, so let me move my mouse out of the way so I don't get paint all over it. So I did pick out Ellie's Evergreen and Brian's Annoying Green. But I am going to mix up 2 TLP colors because I thought we would want some sparkle. So you can see how I mix those. And let's see. So I do mix them with Liquitex pouring medium after I disperse them in the polyacrylic. And I will be adding some gloss gel. This one is from Hobby Lobby. Let's see if I can get it open. If not, no, there I got it. That's interesting. It's almost clear, which is good. All right. So let's take the emerald from TLP. These are this little piggy pigments. So I'm just going to grab about that much. Well, maybe I'll go just a tiny bit more because we have to do 6. If you're going to be doing a lot of work with the pigments, make sure you're wearing a mask. And this is Echeveria. It's a new color from TLP. It's a pretty green. Alright, so let me get those dispersed. So about a teaspoon of Liquitex pouring medium, or I mean polyacrylic. I like to use the Liquitex pouring medium and the gloss gel. It makes them super shiny. And you can intermix with your regular pouring medium, just as long as they're the same consistency. Alright, that one's mixed. So my other ornaments came in yesterday. I bought some more trees and some more stars. And I bought some more round ones. I have not opened the box yet, so I'm not sure what the round ones look like yet. Well, this one's really thick. Look at this one, guys. She's a goober. Which is good, because then we don't have to use as much Liquitex pouring medium. I said that wrong. We have to use more. So, I was telling Brian today that my Dymo printer took a poo. So, I finally got a hold of them. And come to find out, those printers are only good for 2.5 to 3 years. So, I bought mine in 2019. So, it had a pretty good life. But, man, they're expensive. They're over $200. So, I'm thinking, is it really worth it? But I went to Newegg today and I got the 5XL, which is the new replacement for the one that I had. And I got it for less than $200, so that killed my pocketbook. So it's just like, to me it's just unnecessary spending, but to make my business a little more at ease. You know, the little quick shortcuts, printing a label that's already got a sticky. You don't have to waste so much tape taping them on. It's just a convenience. But, so that probably means that I'll be doing a paint sale here soon to recoup a little bit of money. But I haven't picked a date yet. Alright, so now we're going to add our Liquitex pouring medium. I can close this gel up. I believe we have enough. Alan's here. Yes, Alan did buy me some canvases last night. Well, I sent him there. He called me, told me what they had, and I told him what I wanted. So I'm going to start with a tablespoon. See where that gets us. And that's pretty good. That should be enough. Just keep cleaning your stick off though to make sure you get all that gel incorporated in there. Now as I let these sit, they may thicken, and we will add just a little bit more Liquitex pouring medium. Alright. Angie, I have never sold these in my Etsy shop. We gave them out as gifts to Alan's coworkers last year and gave some away as prizes. I did sell some in the art, functional art auction, the ones that I had left. But this year I'm hoping to have some in my Etsy shop this year. Alan's going to be selling some probably at work. But yeah, I don't do any festivals. I don't have time for that. And it's just too much work for me with the dogs. And yeah. Because Floetrol does not play well with the piggies, Susan. At this point, I could add some Floetrol, but it has to be very minimal. It will make these separate a little bit. I have not seen anybody be super successful with Floetrol and the piggies. Alright, they did thicken up just a little bit, so I'm going to give them each another squirt, and we're ready to go. If I can find a place to put things. I got too much stuff out here. Okay. These will be pretty. So my plan is to get the green down, let them dry. Hopefully they'll be cured enough by next week because we can do some resining. I can show you how to resin this and all the other ones that we did. Plus these I'm just going to spray varnish these, so that's not something you need to watch. But just to give you an idea how to finish them. I may resin a couple so I can show you how to glue the bales on. Kind of, you know, in time, real time. It's a lot of greens, yes, Brian. I want it very green because I'm going to, when I do the resin, my plan is to take some gold and do maybe so it looks like tinsel and throw some multicolored glitter, preferably chunky glitter, in the resin so it looks like lights. I would also like to do some of these like in different colors, like blooming, the tree colors. Yeah, I got a plan, Bri. I've always got a plan. Alright, so we don't need a very... Well, actually, I could just mix one big cup and we could pour them all. How's that sound? So let's start with Ellie's Evergreen. And let's follow that with the Emerald. Then we'll do Brian's. And Echeveria. Back with Ellie's. I don't want any other colors in here. I just want green. I may do a shot of Deep Lagoon down the middle. Let's see if I have enough to do 6. Should be. Takes about an ounce for each ornament to get over the sides and have good coverage. I'm not worried about runoff. And we will swirl this cup too before we start. Yeah, with 1 cup. 1. Alright, let's see. There. And let's give that a swirl. I have to remember where all these go. I would put juniper in there, but I think it's just a little bit too minty. Remove these. And let me grab cups. Pick you guys up. Ignore my mess if you see it. It's bad. Keep these closer together. All right, let's give it a swirl. Here we go. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on there first. I probably have enough to do more trees. I'll put a cover on my cup and tape some more trees off after the live. So there's probably enough in that cup to do about 3 or 4 more trees actually. Alright, let me slide a couple out of the way. So I've got some tilting room. So you want to make sure you get your edges. It's nice and thick. That's what I like. It holds its shape. May have to add a little bit to these yet. I don't think that's quite enough for coverage. But see how cute? Oops, I stuck my finger in the bottom. They don't all look the same. It's not all one color. Yeah, I wanted them vertical for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and add more color. So I don't want to lose that. Why is it all coming out that one color now? I'm just do it on the ends. That way I don't lose the pretty stuff. We're all about the pretty stuff. I'm going to go back to that ornament up here. There we go. Now I know I have enough paint, and there's enough in there for 2 more yet. Yeah. I know what you meant, Shell. I said it wrong too, didn't I? Horizontal. I'm just going to tap the side. And they look pretty good. This one's completely covered. Let me fix where I stuck my thumb. Yeah, that's super pretty. Let me see another spot where I stuck my thumb. Cute. They'll be nice and sparkly with the pigments in there when they dry. Okay, let's get rolling here. So we can play with the stars too. Man, that paint just does not want to move. Goes fine when I go side to side. Just doesn't like go up and down. It's very quiet in here. No puppies barking. Ellie's still miserable. She's in heat. She's still not letting Finn touch her, although she did back up into him about an hour ago, so we might almost be ready. We might have some puppies for Christmas. One stubborn bubble right here, or it was a little chunker. That'll level out a little bit. There's that one. I got a nice pile of paint there if I need it. I thought Brian would really enjoy me using green tonight. Especially his green. Alright, let's see if we can get this edge here. So I want to tell you guys this little sad story. Well, it's sad for me anyway. So, as you know, they were bringing me a new stove because the first one, the drawer was broke. So, the guys came. One of them was a young kid, probably 20, 21 maybe. Kind of rude, you know, that age. And when they put the stove in, it wasn't level, so of course I don't feel like I was being a Karen. I just said, hey, can you get that level before you leave? And he said, you can't get it level because your floor dips there. And I said, so raise the peg, or lower the peg. I don't know if he didn't understand what I meant or what. But I sat and I argued with him just a little bit. And I said, well, never mind. I'll do it myself after you leave. No, 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 ma'am. We'll do it. They pull my stove out so rough that they scraped my brand new kitchen floor and put a gouge in it. So now I've been trying for 2 days to have Lowe's file an insurance claim for me to get my floor fixed. And no one's calling me back. I've left 2 messages. And the company that put the stove in left no number and sent no survey for me. So I have no clue who that was. So tomorrow, I may be stopping at Lowe's and raising some stink. Because it's what I do. If Mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. So it does make me sick to my stomach when I see that scratch in the floor. I mean, I could pull my island over and have it cover it, but why should I? They made damage and they can fix it. So that's the plan. We'll see. Oh, you want to do it, Susan? So yeah, I'm not one to let things slide. I'm not one of those, oh, it's okay, I can live with it. Yeah, that's not me. And my friends that are here would definitely agree with that. This one's different. Got more green on that one side. It's kind of cool, actually. Gives it a little more character. I'm going to have a very green torch when I'm done. See, one little spot I missed there. Okay. Everybody gonna come with me? I don't need backup. I'm good. I'm not a slacker, that's for sure, when it comes to that stuff. I don't think I've ever let anything just go like that. And, you know, if anything, I'm more picky than the average person. Alan can attest to that. Yeah, I think he probably meant your catalyst, your trying to think what it was on ours. So it's a weird part. But yeah, we had to get a new one. Alright, so there's those 6. Now I gotta put them on my drying rack. Let me get a tray. It will just be easier. Take one glove off. I think it was a condenser. That's what it was. Either way, we got it fixed. So these are looking pretty cute. Hope they dry good. I do need to torch them one more time though. So there's our trees. I have to remember that color pattern. I'll have to come back and watch the video if I do more. That color. They do have bubbles because the paint is really thick from the gel. They may not be bubbles though, they might be pieces of pigment that I didn't dissolve real good. Alright, let me set that over. Oops, I see another one. That's the only bad thing with things that have lots of appendages. That's getting all your little edgies. Okay, I got it. I just got attacked by a tray. Alright. Let me get this out of the way. We'll get our bin out and our spinner. We'll do those stars. The gel was just to thicken the pigment, Susan, so I can put pouring media in them and use them to pour with instead of using them like in the blooms. It's how you use the TLPs for pouring. There's a few recipes out there, but most of them start with the gel. No, Joy. The stars I got at Hobby Lobby, Megan. I'll show them to you here in a second. They still have them. Oh, I'm going to cover that. Maybe. I don't know where I put my press and seal. Well, I'll just set it over here for a second. I lose this mess. Okay. Washed my tub out. It's very, very light. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. I feel goopy. All right. My spatula cleaned a little bit better before I put it back. Okay, so we have the stars from Hobby Lobby. These are ceramic, unfinished, so they're perfect. Well, actually, any ceramic tile you use is perfect to pour on. Wood ones, you want to be careful on the thickness because they might warp. And then, of course, I have the clear glass ones from Michael's that they are out of stock now. So they sold out quick. All right, blooming paint. So let's stir up our white. I have another one in case we need it too. There's not a lot in that one. And colors. I'm just picking a couple colors so we can do a set of 4. All right, so I picked TLP Velvet, TLP Harvest Gold, TLP Nebula, and Color Art Tanzanite. And we'll be using a black cell activator. I am going to do some of these in white off camera, so you'll see those when we get to resining probably. I had a chunk in, I want to get it out. Alright, let me give these a stir. We are going to do 4, so I have a set. Any questions while I'm looking at the screen? So this Harvest Gold is an absolutely gorgeous gold. You want to use it sparingly though, because it does love to take over. Any gold actually does that, doesn't it? Alright, and this is Nebula. It's a super dark blue. Hi Sonia. Hi Nancy. Hi Beth. And Monica. My Hawaiian girl. She just got back from Hawaii. So that is Nebula. It's hard to see it with my lights. I'm hoping if I can get my house finished this weekend, next week, I can get my mounts up and I can swing my lights around. So once I can do that, I can get different angles if they're within reach. Hi, Bonnie. Brian wants orange. Orange, 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 orange. And that's Tanzanite. That does pull a little purpley blue, which is really super pretty in a bloom. And that is from Color Art. And then, of course, my favorite, Velvet. I have another container of this, too, so if we get low, I'll have it. And I don't have to rush, because we don't have a premiere after me, so I don't have to rush tonight to be done on time. So I am going to give each one of those just a tiny squirt of poly, because they're a little, not too thick, they're just a little heavy. Yeah, I'll fix that just a minute. It does that with white and black. It doesn't do it when we have color there, though. Wait, let me see if I set that there, if that changes it. Nope. Nope. I'm glad that you tell me that, though, because my cataracts, I think, are getting worse. I'm having an awful time reading chats. It's like I'm closing one eye. Hi, Kathy Mack. You're not late. We just did some trees. Now we're going to do some stars. Hi, Emily. Must have got some green paint on that. No, that's not good. We don't want that. That's alright. I need it covered up. Okay. Selectivator. I know it's already ready to go. I did not make any fresh, so we've been using this since the night we mixed up the Amsterdam. So let's see if it's still working good. Hi, Rhonda. Did I miss anybody? I think I see everybody. Okay. This is when I wish I had a spoon. Stars are not fun to get your white down on because you've got to make sure you have enough on each peak to get over the edge. So these ones, you waste a lot of paint on them, unfortunately. Alright, so you do still want your little puddle in the middle though, so it doesn't have to be big. Alright, so let's start with the Tanzanite. And we're going to blow each prong. What do you call that? I know the word. I can't think of it. Point. Well, yeah, a point. It has a name, though. See, velvet. Alright, let's get our selectivator. Is it just a point, really? I thought it had a name. See what I know? I know nothing. Okay, are we plugged in? No. Okay, I had to plug my thing back in. It's not working. Let's let those cells come. What did he say, Joy? I just caught that comment. So that's a no. All right, let me just touch these points. Tips, how's that? Tips. Well, I'll concede and say tips. Well, at least I will. All right, I didn't put a stick in my turntable, so this is going to be fun. But I am using a silicone mat, so my glove does catch pretty good. Ooh, she's pretty. But you want to make sure you get those edges covered, because it doesn't always go over like you think it will. Centrifugal force does not play well on the insides of objects. It just is edges. One more for good measure. There we go. Alright, let me lift that one. You guys can see it. Let's use the spatula. So there's one. You can see here I didn't get this little spot. Oh, I'm so anal. I have to stop being such a perfectionist because it does drive me nuts. It's bad when you drive yourself nuts. I was so critical of Alan's caulking abilities. But I let him do it where I couldn't see it. So. Alright, so there's our first one. I'm going to go put her on the drying rack. I don't see anything here I want to dip a cab in. That's pretty enough anyway. So I'm going to scrape that and we'll put it in a cup. Well, that doesn't matter. Alright, number 2. I did play with this mat to get it like centered with the, so when I spin it's centered. I don't drive you nuts, Alan. Do I? If I do, it's intentional. We have to get up early. Well, I have to get up early and go get blood work done tomorrow because we have doctor's appointments next week. And I asked him, so what time are we going to get blood work? He says, what time do you want to go? And I just kind of looked at him like, why would you ask me that? Not early, that's for sure. But, you know, it's Friday. Everybody probably getting blood work done early in the morning, and we're going to be sitting and waiting a while. Get that bubble while I'm there. Alright. Oops, we started with Tanzanite. Let's go back to the way we did it. Almost made a boo-boo. And then Harvest Gold. Nebula from TLP. Velvet from TLP. And a black cell activator. This is Amsterdam Expert Series Oxide Black. All right. The pouring mat is from Fluid Art Co. Yeah, I did try Joanne's trick with the lint roller. It does work pretty good. But if you're in a pinch and, you know, lint rollers, if you keep buying the refills, they get expensive. Packing tape works just as good. Just cover the whole thing and pull it off. I'm going to hit these tips before I spin so I don't lose my paint that's sitting there. Okay. Here we go. Oops. Probably regret that. I see white. Looks like everything's covered on this one. I'll check my depth. We're good. We're good on that one. Did you Google it, Brian? Brian, my Google man. That's my hanger hole, but I don't care if that fills up because I'm not going to be using that. We're going to be using bales. So there's another pretty to add to our collection. Sorry, Brian. I had a blonde moment. But now, you know, I don't even have to say blonde anymore. It's a senior moment. Okay, so let me get this paint off. These are really pretty. But I don't have anything I can use them for. They're not big enough, like the area. Well, that one might be pretty. Let's see. I'm going to pull a cab. Brian calls these cabbages. Because I think that spot right there is kind of pretty. So if you remind me next week to see it dry, I'll show you. That was probably the prettiest one. This is pretty here, but it's not big enough. So that'll go in my thingy. I'm sorry we weren't here Monday live. We had another death in the family, so out of respect for the family and for Alan's feelings, we took the night off. All right. Here we go. Number 3. I've heard a lot of brunette and redhead jokes in my lifetime too. So, it's just women in general, right? They can pick all they want. I don't care. I know who I am. Thank you, Emily. Okay, so there's my little pillow. Okay, there's our Tanzanite. Harvest Gold. If I'm repeating, it's just for people that save a recipe. They might pop in after the fact. This is TLP Nebula. And TLP Velvet, which I'm doing another dose there. And Amsterdam Expert Series Oxide Black. When you're putting your cell activator on, you want to see that halo, because if you don't, your cell activator's too thick. I like to open it just a little bit before I start pushing. Wow, I just realized it's September 22nd. We have our sponsor giveaway coming up the 1st of October. Am I correct, Shelly? This quarter flew by. Flying, flying. It's a really dark blue, Susan, but it's super pretty. It's kind of like a Payne's gray. Leaning more towards like the navy side, though. Thank you, Shelly. That wasn't a cue to donate. Sorry. Alright, I just wanted to open it up just a little bit before I spin it. I appreciate you, Shell. You're my right hand. Alright, let's spin. I couldn't ask for a better friend. Ooh, I like that one. I like that it came down on the point. All right. Let's lift this one up. Gosh, I have this feeling I'm going to drop this one, so I'm going to stick my finger over there just to be on the safe side. I have one point here that doesn't look covered enough, but it's wet, but it just didn't look covered. Other than that, she looks pretty good. And there's number 3. One more, guys. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you too. You're awesome. All right, let's scoop. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for prizes either. I have a couple ideas, but I haven't decided. I was thinking about it last month. And it totally left my head. And I didn't realize it till I saw the calendar. We have the next 3 months are very busy getting things done. I wanted to see how much stuff I could get done and possibly do a functional art auction, but I don't know if I'm going to have time, guys. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. All right. Number 4. See if I can use up this paint in this jug. On these points. Brian, you're my friend too. I know you're probably thinking, huh, you're my buddy. We made great friendships at the retreat last year. So many of you are like personal friends to us now. It just was so much fun. I can't wait till next year. I'm already buying stuff. Shelly and I were actually talking about charcuterie boards for next year. Shelly did order some of that stuff that we were talking about. Since I'm not allowed to buy art supplies, I'll buy other stuff. Shh, Ellen didn't hear that. Night, Catherine. All right, and we'll get our velvet on there. And this one is ready to go. Exactly, Ellen. You didn't hear anything. And if you did hear that, then you can't play dumb with me anymore. He walked right into that one. So the other night, Alan, should I tell him about the baked potato? So I made dinner. Was it Monday night? I think it was. So I put these big baked potatoes in the oven. This is gorgeous. And they didn't get done. They were in there like an hour and 10 minutes and they didn't get done. So I thought, you know, and I poke holes in them when I put them in the oven. So I thought, I'll just pop one in the microwave and finish cooking it for like 3 minutes, whatever. Well, as soon as I put it in there, that sucker exploded in my microwave. I had potato everywhere. It scared the crap out of both of us. So I was like, well, I poked holes in it. So what do? I thought, well, I'll just wipe it out and I'll put the other 3 in there, but I'll poke bigger holes. Thank God those didn't explode, because then I would have been like, did I not learn anything the first time? It was pretty funny, though. Oh, I just love this one. I love the cells. I like the way that they're going. I don't like things centered, so this is like, really, I'm really digging this one. Yeah. Let's make sure all my little tippies are covered. I know they are, but, you know, I'm double checking. I think this one's my favorite, too. All right, let me put her over there before I drop her. So, any questions, guys, before I head out? Wow, we did perfect timing tonight. We don't have to worry about overlapping anybody tonight, so it was fun. Oh, I'll have to try that, Mary Ellen. Someone can show that comment. Thank you. So, I don't have anything scheduled until Monday Night's Live unless I find time to film something for Saturday. See, Kathy does it too. I just assumed an hour and 15 minutes would have been long enough. I have a convection oven. But thanks so much for joining me tonight, guys. I really appreciate all your love and prayers and support. We had a rough weekend. But I'm going to be filming some ornaments. I don't know if I'll have the video up for Saturday or not, but I might. But I have a ton of them to do, and I just need to get them done. I will, Emily. I'm friends with her on Facebook. But thanks so much for joining me. I will see you guys Sunday. Angie and Larry's Crunchberry Playhouse. If you guys haven't watched them yet, come watch. They are so much fun to watch. They really enjoy painting. Makes the night worth watching. That's Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, if I do a premiere, it'll be Saturday night. And yes, if you have any ideas for a tutorial that you want me to get in before the end of the year, please email me. Because after December, I'm not doing any more tutorial Thursdays. They'll probably be like video tutorials that will be premieres. Alright guys, love you all, and I will see you all next week. Bye now.